So, Andor Season 2 is halfway through, and honestly, it's complicated. Here's what's working, what's not, and what I need from the next 6 episodes. Let's start with where the fandom's at. Right now, Andor 2 is divisive. Critics love the mature tone, the slow burn political drama, the grounded world building. Fans, on the other hand, it's not so clear cut. Some people are checking out early. The first few episodes are a slog. Others are all in on the gritty realism and see this as the best written Star Wars content ever. Me? I'm torn. It's deep, it's weighty, but man does it take its time. Don't get me wrong, I love Andor. It's arguably the best live action Star Wars content since Disney bought the brand. But let's not sugarcoat this. The first 3 episodes are boring. Where's the spy thriller stuff? The cloak and dagger, the manipulation, the actual espionage? Instead, we got more talking rooms and wandering in caves. I wanted Andor, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I got Andor, Therapy for Rebels. And don't get me started on the pirate villains from Season 2, Episode 2. They were so dumb. They felt like they wandered in from Hook. Slapstick energy, cartoonish vibes, which is great if you're Peter Pan, but totally wrong for Andor. It undercut the serious tone the show was trying to build. The structure for the first 3 episodes, jarring. Instead of showing us a year of rebel growth, we got shown a specific incident that took place over a few days or weeks within that year. Significant, yes, but we don't see any growth, and it felt small. The story jumps awkwardly between time periods, especially between episode 3 and 4, where Cassian's reaction to Bix's trauma feels a bit off. She's clearly been suffering for months, but he acts like it's just happened yesterday. And please, why is every revolution in Star Wars suddenly fringe? I get the symbolism, it's a bit on the nose. They did the same thing in Skeleton Crew. And the scene where Bail Organa shows up, it pulled me right out of the story. Jimmy Schmitz is the only one to have ever played that role, and it was a real shock when a different actor portrayed him. I know they had trouble getting Jimmy, but if that was the case, they would have been better not putting him in, especially because the scene was so unnecessary. And I just wanted to comment here on the end, a couple of thoughts that are not my own, but I can sort of see out there in the ether. Things like the lack of alien representation. Some fans are expressing disappointment over the minimal presence of alien species, arguing it detracts from the galaxy's diversity. And additionally, Kino Loy's fate, the ambiguous conclusion to Kino's story in Season 1, has left fans eager for closure. But here's the flip side. When Andor hits, it hits hard. And if I'm honest, the story doesn't truly get moving until halfway through Episode 5, but when it does, it's sharp, uncomfortable, and so well done. The moral ambiguity is elite. You almost root for Cyril when the Empire praises him, even though they're about to commit genocide. You feel uneasy, and that's the point. The rebels? Kind of unlikable. They're fractured, paranoid, and killing each other. It's dark, but it's brilliant. This isn't the squeaky clean rebellion. This is the dirty, messy reality of war. I'm also quite enjoying Bix's complex story arc this season. Bix's journey from trauma to empowerment is a focal point. Her actions in episode 6, particularly confronting her tormentor, Dr. Gorst, signify a significant step in her recovery and contribution to the rebellion. The enigmatic Luthen Rael. Luthen's character arc continues to intrigue fans. Speculations about his past, including theories of him being a former Jedi, are fueled by his possession of Jedi artifacts and his cryptic dialogue. I personally am not sold by these. I don't think he's a Jedi, and I hope he's not. I hope he's just a good man caught in a bad position, trying to do, I guess, the right thing, although it can be a little bit dark sometimes. And how could I not comment on Cyril and Deirdre's relationship? What a strange dynamic they have. It's so strange. Their interactions are marked by obsession and ambition, and it adds a layer of complexity to the narrative. And we're all curious about their future role in the Empire. This is something we'll watch with much enthusiasm moving forward, I'm sure. And finally, I just want to comment on Mon Mothma's personal struggles. Mon Mothma's internal conflicts, especially regarding her family and political responsibilities, are portrayed with nuance. Her journey reflects the sacrifices made by leaders in the fight against tyranny. And I hate to say it, I'm really looking forward for that moment when she finally ditches the Empire and the Senate and all of the politicalness and jumps across and goes full hog rebels. I'm looking forward to that moment. I need it. Okay. But what do I actually need next? This is still Star Wars. I need something that links back to the Force. Just a whisper, a vision, a hint that this rebellion is fighting something supernatural, not just political. Something bigger than them. Don't give me Jedi flipping around. Just a sense of the bigger mythos. Right now, it's too grounded. It's too real. I want to feel scared for these characters. I always found it fascinating thinking about the hierarchy of Star Wars. Like, imagine seeing an Inquisitor show up in Andor, and that feeling of powerlessness that must come across the rebels. This would really add depth, because we as an audience know the Inquisitors are actually quite rubbish Force users, like wannabe Sith. But showing the difference between them and normal people would really add some perspective. Also, show me the Ghorman Massacre. That's the moment that's supposed to push Mon Mothma over the edge. The show has told us about Tarkin's prior attack, but I hope they show the full devastation that the Empire can bring. Show me the tyranny! And yes, give me Kino Loy closure. I'm not over that yet. So in closing, I really love this show. Even when it's slow, there are nuggets of gold, and I would have this over The Last Jedi any day. There is this feeling I keep coming back to as I watch Andor. That feeling is, thank God Luke eventually shows up and defeats the Empire. He is the heart and soul of Star Wars. This show is so heavy, so bleak, that it makes me realise the true oppression of the Sith and appreciate the hope the original trilogy brings more than ever. I can't stop watching, but I also can't stop needing more from it. And just like that, we're done. If you're still watching Andor, let me know what's keeping you hooked, or what's driving you nuts. Hit like if you vibe with anything here, and subscribe for more takes on Star Wars and the galaxy of geek culture. Until next time, may the Force be with you, and let's hope the next 6 episodes bring us the heat.